Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be talking about my 2021 financial goals. And this is kind of exciting, but also kind of scary at the same time. We don't really know what 2021 has been in store for us, especially since 2020 has been crazy. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. We're just gonna start off with my debt goals. My first goal, in according to my debt, is just to pay off all my credit card debt. I have less than $1,000 in credit card debt. So it's not really that bad, but it's just kind of sitting there accruing interest and you know just kind of like not helping my credit score. But after I do pay that off, I do want to use my credit cards responsibly to increase my credit score and take advantage of my cashback rewards that I have with my credit cards. And I also do want to pay off my phone. I have an iPhone 11, just the regular one, and before that phone, I had a 6S that I have had since my freshman year in high school, and unfortunately, it did broke, and then I had to go get a new one, and that was the phone that was out, and I was like, fuck it, and I got it. And so yeah, I mean, once I just finish paying it off, I'll just pay my phone bill, which is just $56 a month, and that's a lot better than the 105. And my last goal towards my debt is to pay extra towards my car loan. I don't necessarily want to pay it off early because I know that once you do pay it off, like your credit score will definitely plummet. And to me, my credit score is a big deal right now, especially because I'm 19, so I'm trying to get a good credit score so it can just help me out like later on in my life. Like when I go ahead to buy a house and stuff like that. Like obviously your credit score matters. And it matters for a bunch of things. Like, let's say if we were to move out of this apartment that we're in right now, they would run our credit score to see if we would qualify for another apartment and stuff like that. So, yeah. Next, we are going to talk about my savings goal. I have quite a few. My first one is to reach a $5,000 goal of my beginner emergency fund. I eventually do want to have up to a year in my emergency fund. You just never know with things. I know some people are still actually out of their job and they've already lost their unemployment, so I couldn't even imagine being in that situation. So I think a year, especially with the things that we've seen of what could happen, would be a really safe. Nothing more than a year for me. I think that'd be too much money to just have sitting in a savings account, but I think a year would be a good. But right now, I would feel comfortable with $5,000 as of right now while I start, working on my income and figuring out my expenses and stuff like that. Next, I do want to reach a $2,500 goal of car maintenance and my car ownership savings. Just because, I actually have to get an oil change soon. Oil changes, you never know. You can pop a tire, a piece can break. I don't know. Things are always happening. You know what I mean? You have to pay your car taxes. So yeah, I was totally unprepared to pay my car taxes this year. I wasn't expecting to get charged this year for some reason. I don't know. I just really didn't think about that. But yeah. And I definitely want to start saving for Christmas early on. This year I started saving in November, and that's just not like, a smart thing because you have to put so much money into it instead of saving $10 a paycheck and just having that be built up over the year, and then you actually have more money at the end of the year to put towards your Christmas. And just throughout the year in 2021, I do want to start funding my sticking funds as much as possible so I don't have to go into debt or anything like that as I do the things that I want to be doing. And I also want to have $1,000 cushion in each checking account just for in case a bill is higher than usual. I can just pull from that cushion, or if I really want something, I'll just pull from that cushion. Like, it's like to cover, it's just in case. Okay, next up is investing. Um, I want to start investing a minimum of $10 a month into Robinhood. I only invest in dividend stocks there because eventually I want to earn a um, dividend income. Um, I am looking for a certain word, but I cannot remember it. And I also want to open a Roth IRA, not necessarily max it out. I don't think I have the income to max it out, but definitely open one and just start contributing now. Even a little bit today will definitely build up into my later years. And I want to start researching a 529 for my daughter. I'm just a little bit unsure about it. I don't know much about it, but I'm just a little bit unsure about it because if she gets a scholarship to college, then like what happens with that money? You know what I mean? Or if she just decides she doesn't want to go to college, like what happens with that money? You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see what we decide there. And then I have some few budgeting goals as well. I want to use YNAB consistently and honestly. I definitely want to increase my income because definitely to achieve some of the goals I have set for myself, I will need more income to do so and live below my means, which obviously would leave more disposable income to go towards my goals. I definitely want to stick to my budget because I blew through that in November and I want to budget 100% realistically and not what I actually want to be spending. And I want to continue recording my budgeting journey. So, in summary, I just want to pay off all my credit card debt, reach my emergency fund goals, be prepared for the future, have side income or a side hustle, and continue using YNAB to help me reach these goals. Actually, as my side income and side hustle, I have opened up an Etsy shop. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know. So yeah, here's my Etsy shop. I only have 3 things up right now, and they're all digital. So the first thing I definitely put up was a 2021 financial goals um, worksheet that you can work through. It's set up for 4 goals, and they're SMART goals. As we all know, SMART goals is like the number one way to like have your goals set up to make sure you actually do achieve them and stuff like that. And then I just have a couple of like trackers, like colorable trackers, which I will start using in January as well. So I have right now I have up a credit card debt payoff and a car loan debt payoff as well. I will have a few other ones up as well as some savings trackers. I'll have ones that are like pre-filled out, so then like every time you save $10 or something, like you'll color it in, and I'll have some empty ones for you to pick your own numbers. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, and a comment down below. It's been amazing reading all of your comments this past week with my first video, and I'm so glad you all enjoyed it and you're happy to come through this journey with me.